Hi, Stan. Hi, little red tractor.
Hello, you two. Why the long faces?
We have to do a school project about the countryside.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad.
But it's the weekend. We should be having fun.
Why not make it fun? That's what I do. Whenever I have to do a job I don't like, I always try to find a way to make it fun.
You can't make schoolwork fun.
Of course you can. Here, I'll show you. Here we go. General knowledge. Perfect. In here, I have a couple of homemade buns. Each time you get a question right, you take a step forward. First one to reach Little Red Tractor gets a bun.
Easy peasy. I'll win.
Oh, no, you won't.
OK, are you ready?
Ready?
What animals on a farm provide wool for clothing?
Sheep!
One step forward for Amy.
Hey, that's a huge step.
Question 2 for Ryan. What do you call someone who works the land?
A farmer!
Correct. One pace forward.
My question now.
Where does milk come from?
Cows! Yeah, I won!
But I've still got a question left.
Well, that was the last question in that section. But I think you both did well enough to earn your reward.
Yeah!
We now have to try and get photographs of all your answers.
We can photograph you, Stan. You're a farmer.
Well, not today. Today, I'm the question master.
What about Mr. Jones?
Come on, let's go see if he's in.
Oh, this is just too difficult.
Hello, Mr. Jones. Problem with Big Blue?
What? Oh, hello.
Hi.
Slight scratch from the accident.
Accident?
Yes, earlier. But I'm more concerned.
Are you okay?
Fine. Actually, it could have been a lot worse. I was driving along, you see, carefully watching the road like a good driver should, when from out of nowhere comes water, singing away, blatantly not paying attention to the road. And then in hares Stumpy with the usual level of control. If it wasn't for my quick thinking, stop, look out! Well, I'll tell you. It could have been very nasty.
You don't say.
Oh, yes, I do. Still, more pressing matters at hand. Wellington boots. I have to go to Babblebrook to get some new ones. The problem is, what colour?
Yellow.
Red. Red's best.
Blue would match your tractor.
Of course. Excellent.
If they were yellow, you'd never lose them.
True. Oh, I don't know.
Well, we'll leave you to it to make up your own mind. But before we head off, any chance we could take your picture?
It's for our school project.
Of course. How about here?
Thanks, Mr. Jones. See you later.
Pleasure. Cheerio.
Bye.
Oh. Hiya, Stumpy. You can take Nip around to the workshop. Nicola's ready for him.
Rightio. Oh, and Walter, can I have some toffees?
No problem. Hello, you lot.
Hi, Walter. Are you okay after the accident?
Oh, that, fine, yeah. That was a close one, you see. I was that's it. I was driving along, really concentrating. I mean, you never know what's round the next corner. When from out of nowhere comes Mr. Jones with something over his face. Then along comes Stumpy. And he was all over the shop. What was I to do? I had to think fast. Stop, look out! It was very close. But it could have been nasty, very nasty indeed.
Well, that's slightly different to how Mr. Jones remembers it.
Oh, here's Stumpy. I'd better go get his toffees.
We heard about the accident.
Oh, yeah, that was a close one. Lucky I acted so quick.
You acted so quick.
Yeah, I was driving along very carefully, see, just like normal, when from out of nowhere comes Mr. Jones, reading a paper, not looking where he's going at all. And then Walter suddenly appears. Must have been one of his faves on the radio. Well, I had to think fast. Stop, look out! It was very close. Oh, and I managed to lose my hat too, but it could have been nasty. I just wish I could find my hat.
We'll have a look for you. We've already got to go and look for a few things for our photographs.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Come on, little red tractor. Let's go.
One bag of toffees.
Oh, thanks.
Something doesn't add up.
What do you mean?
Well, look at the marks. They only happen when you put the brakes on really hard.
But there's 3 sets of marks.
Exactly.
Mr. Jones said he stopped first.
So did Walter and Stumpy. But it looks like they all had to brake really hard.
At the same time.
You're good at this. Now, if we can work out which of these tracks was left by Nipper, we can start looking for Stumpy's hat.
Nipper's a lot smaller than Big Blue and Sparky.
That must be them there.
Then Stumpy's hat would have gone this way.
I can't see it.
No, but look.
Hoof prints!
Veronica!
The question is, where is she?
We should follow the hoof prints.
Let's go.
That's not Veronica.
But we do need a photo of a sheep.
Come on, the hoof prints go on further. I don't believe it.
Veronica!
Well, very nice.
I would have got purple myself.
Just the chaps.
Did you find it?
Well, we went to the accident site.
We had to do some detective work.
We had to follow the clues.
The funny thing is, the clues don't match up with the stories you all told. We believe that, just like Walter and Stumpy said, Mr. Jones was driving down the road trying to read a magazine.
What?
Then Walter drives in.
He's singing along to the radio.
Eh?
And not looking where he's going,
Then Stumpy drives in on Nipper.
He's completely out of control.
all 3 reached the T-junction. Luckily, everyone managed to stop. Although you all should have been driving a lot more carefully.
Sorry, I told you a fib. I was a little embarrassed because you're right. I should have been driving more carefully. And, well, I was distracted by the Wellington boot catalogue. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry too. I was driving too fast and not wearing my crash hat. Should be more careful.
I think you were all very lucky.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, thinking about ads. I don't suppose with your great detective work you managed to detect my old cloth hat?
Yep.
Veronica was wearing it.
Little Red Tractor helped us find it.
Oh, thank you all. Here, have some toffees as a reward.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh.
Let me see. Oh, here we go. Here's a good question. What do you think the most important piece of equipment is to a farmer?
Beats me, that's a toughie.
I know.
Ah, got it.
Mr. Jones?
Is it his Wellington boots?
No, afraid not.
Me! Pick me!
Now, yes, Stumpy?
Is it his hat?
No.
Come on, Stan.
OK, Ryan and Amy.
His tractor!
Could you be a little more precise?
Little Red Tractor!
Correct!
12, 13.
Hi, Walter.
Ooh, 114, 115.
Practicing for the farm games this afternoon?
Wait, exercise can't get enough. Mad for it, I am. And a 1.
You need to be careful, Walter. Exercise is good, but in moderation.
Not for someone at their peak.
Not bad. But don't you think they're a bit light? I suppose my arms are pretty strong from working on the... Walter,
Yeah?
what about number 2? Shouldn't you be on number 2 by now?
Nah, 1's enough, Stan. No point overdoing it. Now, are you after some diesel?
Well, Well, it couldn't be simpler. You set your speed here, you switch it on here, and presto.
Excellent, excellent. I told Water and Stumpy that I was fitter than both of them, and now I shall be. Can I have a go?
Be my guest. However, as an expert in the field of human fitness, I would heartily recommend that you read the instructions first. Hello, Stan. All ready for the games this afternoon?
Yes, I think so. Hello? What's that?
Ah, yes, this is the new and improved walking machine, an easy way to exercise without moving from the spot.
Is it safe?
Oh, quite safe. To understand health, one has to understand safety too. This new machine gives an all-over workout that is gentle and easy to
I
use.
can see that.
Ah, splendid. You are right, Mr. Turvey. Excellent exercise.
Are you okay?
Take it from me, Stan. A few brisk miles on one of these really gets the muscles moving.
I think one or two people may be taking these farm games far too seriously. Hello? Oh, hello, Stump. What, again? OK, I'm on my way with Little Red Tractor. Another one of those old dead trees has fallen and blocked the lane through Heron Wood. I'd better go and move it.
Oh, how embarrassing. I can't believe I made such a complete fool of myself.
Oh, no harm done. These things take a bit of getting used to. I remember once
I know. I'll get to Heron Wood first and show Stan some real muscle. Come on, Big Blue. We can get there first. I know a shortcut.
Wow! It looks great, Mum.
Yes, I think we've all done very well.
Mum! Amy! Watch me!
Well, that wasn't very good.
I bet you couldn't do any better.
I could.
Now, it's bad enough that the grown-ups are being so competitive without you starting as well. Hello, Elsie. What's all that?
I thought I'd bring my old nurse's things along. Oh, you know what they're all like.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, you got here first. I came by the shortcut.
Me too. Maybe Little Red Tractor is a little faster?
Faster? Oh, no, Stan. I don't think so. Now, let me see. It seems to me this job might need a bigger, stronger tractor, Stan. Do you mind?
Be my guest.
It's a matter of muscle, you see, Stan. Big Blue here was made for these big jobs.
Oh, I don't know. Little Red Tractor is stronger than he looks.
Perhaps we should have a contest one of these days and see which tractor really is the strongest.
Maybe we shall, Mr. Jones. Although, I must say, you have done a good job there.
It's all about teamwork. A man and his tractor in perfect harmony. Well done, Big Blue.
Hey, it'll be time for the farm games soon. We better not be late. You know how Mr. Turvey likes everything to run on time?
True. We'll see you there, and may the best man win.
Okay, Amy, Ryan, you are to be my special helpers for the farm games, and I shall be a referee. We need to see fair play and keep everything organised and flowing smoothly. Understood?
Yes, Dad.
Oh, not Dad today. Today I am a referee. Are we ready for the first event?
First event, throwing the Wellington boot.
Good, let's get to it. Competitors, first event is throwing the boot. The competitor stands here and on the sound of my whistle throws the boot as far as he can. Clear? Ryan shall measure the distance and the player who throws the boot furthest wins. Number one, please. 3, 2, 1.
14 metres exactly.
3, 2, 1.
Hey! I threw it so far I can't even see it.
That's because you threw it the wrong way.
Huh? Oh.
I think this means you are disqualified, Walter. OK, Stumpy. Stan's leading. 3, 2, 1. You're supposed to let go of the boot, Stumpy.
1.5 metres.
Am I winning?
Hardly. Now move along and make way for an expert. Oh, splendid!
13 metres and 80 centimetres. Second place.
Test your strength is event 2. First challenger, Stumpy. Stand clear. Maximum score for Stumpy. Oh, I don't know my own strength. I think I might have hurt my arm, though. I'll pop along and see Elsie. She'll have a look at it for you. Second challenger, Walter. Walter, you need a good score here after your poor performance in the boot throwing.
Stand back then. Muscles is my middle name.
Mr. Jones, you're next. You are currently running in second place.
Not for long. Say when.
When you're ready.
Here we go then. Oh dear. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Look at you. This was supposed to be farm games.
I think we should have stuck to a nice, safe board game.
We still have one event to go, the tug of war. We can't very well do it now, can we?
I think we'll have to cancel the games. We can't do that. The show must go on and all that.
How? There is only you and me left.
Wait. What about we have the tug of war between Little Red Tractor and Big Blue? Then we can see which tractor really is the strongest.
I don't see why not.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Stan, are you up for the challenge?
All right, you're on.
Start your engines. But do not start pulling until I give the signal.
What did he say?
Dad, do you want me to measure anything?
Stand back, Ryan.
Come on, Big Blue. That's the signal.
It started, Little Red Tractor. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, nearly. Come on, Big Blue, we've got them. Full power. Oh, no. We're sinking. They're too heavy. We'll have to ease off the power.
Come on, Little Red Tractor. One big pull and we can do it.
I can't get full power without us sinking into the mud.
One last effort.
Little Red Tractor is the winner!
Yeah, well done, Little Red Tractor.
Well done, Little Red Tractor. I don't know how you did it, but I'm very proud of you.
I am proud to announce that the winner of the farm games is Little Red Tractor.
Of course, we could have won, but for Big Blue's tires getting stuck in the mud. Oh, but you won fair and square. Well done.
Thank you. It's like we always say, you don't have to be the biggest to be the best. Eh, Little Red Tractor? 2 weeks and not a drop of rain. I never thought I'd say it, Little Red Tractor, but we could really do with a rainstorm, or at least the crops could. We'll go and plant these seeds anyway, and I'll get the sprinkler going.
Hi, Stan. Hi, Little Red Tractor.
We're trying to find water.
With that?
It's a divining rod.
People use them to find water.
Well, I hope you find some. We could really do with it.
Mum said there used to be a natural spring somewhere near here.
We're trying to find it.
Oh, I've heard about that. Thought it was near a beach farm, though. Anyhow, I'm off to plant some seeds. Let me know if you find anything.
We will.
See ya.
Bye, Stan.
My fields are like concrete, Walter. I do hope it rains soon. I think you're out of luck. My toes always tingle when rain is due, and they haven't tingled for a long while. Really? Now, how about a bottle of something cold while I'm here? I've just the thing. Tingling toes. Whatever next. No, thanks, Walter. It's expensive, but very popular. Expensive? But it's only water. Not any old water. It's natural spring water. People can't get enough of it. Well, must get on. Have to get back to work if I'm going to be able to afford another one of these.
Good work, Little Red Tractor. Nearly done. This ground is really hard. Hope your suspension's okay.
Amy, I think I've got something.
What's it doing?
It's twitching, look. That means there must be water close by.
I bet it's the Babblebrook Spring.
Yeah, come on. This must be it. It's right under our feet.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure you have a very good reason for trampling over my beautiful lawn.
We're looking for water.
We've got a water divining rod and...
Well, why don't you do what I do and turn on a tap?
No, we're looking for the Babblebrook Spring.
It's a fresh water spring. Mum told us all about it, and we think we found it.
Where?
Here.
Here? Nonsense.
Our divining rod thinks it's right here.
I don't care where you... Spring, you say?
Yes.
Fresh water spring?
Yes.
There could be money in finding my own supply of fresh spring water. I could bottle it and sell it at the garage. Run along now.
But...
No buts now, shoo.
But what about the spring?
That sounded like a butt to me.
Yeah, but...
Run along then, go and play somewhere else.
Spoil sport.
I heard that.
Strange. Why isn't the sprinkler working? No wonder. Look, I've popped a wheel on the hose. That should do it.
Right, Big Blue. This is the spot. So, let's start digging. Oh, my lovely lawn. Still, with the money I shall make from bottling my new spring water, I shall have 100 beautiful lawns. That's it, Big Blue.
Hello? What's the matter? No luck with your water divining?
We found water, Stan, didn't we, Ryan?
We found the Babblebrook Spring.
Why the long faces then?
Well, you know you said you thought the old spring ran near to Beach Farm.
Well, that's what I'd heard.
We found it on Mr. Jones's lawn, and he wasn't very pleased.
Oh, you know how he loves that lawn. You didn't start digging, did you? Please tell me you didn't start digging.
We wouldn't do that.
We didn't have a spade.
Cheer up. You can help me water the field instead.
Can I turn on the sprinkler?
No, I want to do it.
Perfect.
Come on, Big Blue. One more big effort, and I'm sure we'll find something. At last. Could be a well. Come on. One big push. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I think we may have just burst a water pipe, Big Blue. Oh, now we are in trouble. That's probably cut off the water supply for the whole neighborhood. Oh.
That's strange. The sprinkler's stopped. Come on, back to Gosling Farm and let's see what the problem is.
That's not right.
What's the matter?
I was washing down the forecourt and the water just stopped. See?
Well, don't point that thing at me. It could go off at any minute. Tell you what, I'll go and see what's up.
This is very strange.
Nothing. None of the taps work.
I'll phone the water people. Maybe there's a problem.
How odd. I just thought I felt a drop of rain.
It's not raining. It's far too sunny.
I just felt something too.
Wait a minute. I can hear something and it sounds as if it's coming from Beach Farm. Come on, little red tractor. Let's go. What's going on?
Small problem with the water pipe. Nothing to worry about. I've called the repairman and he'll be here shortly. Nothing to see. Everything's fine.
That's the spot. That's where we found the spring.
There's a great big hole there. Who dug the hole?
What hole?
That hole.
This hole? Ah, yes. Funny thing, I was, yes, that's it. I was just planting a new tree, you see, and accidentally hit the water main. That's all.
What tree?
What tree? No tree. Oh, all right. I was digging for the Babel Brook Spring.
But that's our spring.
My garden, my spring.
We found it first.
Yes, but I dug the hole. No.
Whoa, hold on. The real problem is that none of us have any water, and
The water's off!
we know.
Mr. Jones has broken the pipe.
Oh, looks like I've been a bit of a clot. But the repair people will be here soon, and I'm sure everything will return to normal before you can say Niagara Falls.
Ooh, there's a big hole in your garden.
It's a long story.
Well, I've just planted seeds that need watering. We're going to have to think of something.
Buckets.
Buckets?
Yes, buckets. If you get some buckets, Stan can take this water to his field and water the seeds.
Buckets!
Buckets!
Well, what are we waiting for?
We'll need a lot of buckets.
And a lot of hands.
Come on, little red tractor. We've got work to do.
Yes, thank you. To you.
To you.
To me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, to you.
Careful!
Well done, everyone. That's the trailer full. We're going to have to be ever so careful, little red tractor. We don't want to spill any.
Here, that sounded like thunder.
Come to think of it, my toes have started tingling. Tingling toes? You mean it's going to rain?
I don't think we're going to need these buckets after all.